Hello, this is my cat, Scarecrow. Say hello, Scarecrow. He's a cat. He doesn't really say hello.
And he also doesn't enjoy a good kerglaff. All right. On today's episode, we're going to discuss some words that are maybe obsolete or just aren't used very often anymore, but should be.
Like kerfluffle.
No words.
Oh,
Words.
kerfluffle's not a word.
No. Real words. These are real words that were at least at one time used in the English language. Some of these may still be, but are a little more obscure. But I think they're great, and I think that we should find ways to work them back into the vocabulary.
Even if you do them inappropriately, just work them in somewhere.
Just stick them in there.
Yeah.
You should know what they mean. I think you should use them appropriately. Joe enjoys using words inappropriately and nonsensibly.
Nonsensically.
Nonsensically.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start out with cavil. What do you think cavil means?
Cavil. This is a type of cattle. This is when you have cattle that are not cow. They're another type of. It's bird cattle.
Bird cattle.
Bird cattle.
Okay.
It's those birds that you milk. Milkable birds. Milkable herds of birds. Birds that you can milk.
Bird herds. I like it. Okay. Cavil actually is a verb. It means to raise unnecessary objection to. When I came up with this idea for the show, Joe tried to cavil the idea.
I cavil the idea now. I really prefer bird herd.
Yeah, I do too, but that's not what it means, sadly.
Milkable bird herd specifically.
Sadly, not what it means. And the one mentioned in the teaser with Scarecrow, kerglaff.
Scarecrow is the name of my cat, in case you missed that.
Mm.
Kerglaff.
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 Is this a? Is it like an adjective? Is it a type of laughter by maybe Kurdish people?
This is a noun.
It's a noun. Oh, okay. What's a type of laughter by Kurdish people?
Okay.
It's Kurdish laughter.
So if you happen to be Kurdish and you're laughing, then it's a kerglaff.
You're kerglaffing.
Okay. This is actually the shock that you feel upon first plunging into cold water.
Oh, like we used to do in youth group when we would get out of the hot tub next to the pool and run and jump into the swimming pool.
We had hot tubs and pool in our youth group?
Yeah. In the hotels that we stayed out on youth trips.
We did do that. That was fun. And it also gave me the feeling of wanting to puke.
That's because you're a wuss.
Maybe.
Is that word still used?
Wuss?
Yes.
You shouldn't use it on me. It's not nice. Lunting. The next word is lunting.
Lunting.
This is a verb.
It's a verb.
I'll give him the part of speech. Is that the correct terminology? Isn't that what that's called?
I don't know. Are you lunting that idea now? That's not my guess. I'm just kidding. So if you were referring to punting, we'd be talking about a kicker kicking a ball. Lunting maybe is someone in a food competition who's doing a tongue taste test first, which is how you taste all food.
I thought you were tasting a tongue.
No. But before they put the whole thing in their mouth, they just kind of touch it to their tongue, to see if they're going to be able to stomach it. So they lunt it a little bit. They are lunting.
You went from punting to... Okay. Lunting
It's
actually,
a logical progression.
Your logic is just a little different than most.
Lunting
Lunting is actually walking while smoking a pipe.
That was close.
Walking while smoking a pipe.
That was close. I mean, I was talking about
Close.
things, going, yeah. All right.
Lumming.
Lumming.
This one sounds like a verb, but it's actually more like a very specific noun.
So it's not at all.
Maybe it could be used as a verb.
Um,
Not sure. It's an obsolete word. Never heard it used in a sentence.
Is lumming the art of making up word games to play for YouTube shows?
It is. It is.
Then
I think I would have guessed.
YouTube is a relatively new thing. Why would
Yeah.
lumming be an
They
obsolete word?
knew what it would be way back when they used to use this word.
Way
And
back.
then when YouTube actually came around, they stopped using it.
Ah, that doesn't make any sense at all.
No. I think my guess would have been listening and humming at the same time, maybe, but I'd still be wrong. Lumming is actually heavy rain. Very heavy rain. I think that's one we can work into vocabulary pretty easily. Let's use that one. This
It is not lumming right now.
It is not, thankfully. This one is one of my favorites, and I think you'll enjoy this one as well. Crapulous. Crapulous.
It's someone who didn't understand proper placement of their words, and they were trying to tell someone to do that less. They were saying, you know, like somebody tells their kid who's pooping their diaper all the time, you crap less.
Crapulous.
Yeah, they got it backwards. They were like, crapulous. I mean, you crap less, and it stuck. Crapulous.
Crapulous is to feel ill from excessive eating or drinking.
Yeah, that could
still sort of fits.
Could potentially give you diarrhea, and
you need to crapulous.
And you need to crapulous.
To feel ill from excessive eating. I just like the way the word sounds. Feel ill from excessive eating or drinking. Crapulous.
Yeah. If you feel crapulous, chances are you falafel.
I feel pretty crapulous every time I go eat at a buffet pizza restaurant. Groak. This one's a verb. To groak.
To groak. This is when you grope someone who is croaking, or grope a frog.
That's disgusting.
I mean, you know, frogs croak, and people croak when they die.
Yeah.
And so you're groping a croaking thing, be it a frog or a dying person.
To groak actually is, this one's very specific and interesting. To silently watch someone eating, hoping that they'll invite you to join them. So somebody's sitting there having a meal and you're just like,
kind of like the guy over there.
Yeah, he's been in that for a long time. I don't know what he's... We're not even eating anymore. That guy should stop groaking.
You really should.
Apricity.
Oh, that is a very appreciative person.
Apricity?
Yes, that's someone who practices appreciation. Much like an apprentice. But they practice.
So he's an appreciative apprentice?
Yes.
So he's practicing apricity?
He is an apprentice of appreciation. Try saying that multiple times quickly.
No. He actually is not. That's incorrect. What that actually means is this is the sun's warmth that you feel on like a cold winter day. You're outside and you're really cold, but you feel the warmth from the sun and you're like, oh, that feels nice.
What about someone like me though who doesn't have a son but has a daughter?
That's from the sun, S-U-N, that big yellow ball that seems to kind of float around in the sky.
Oh, I thought you meant when your son comes and gives you a hug and makes you feel all warm inside.
When it's winter outside?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Epilastic.
So this is similar to would this be similar to like a metal detector? But
I guess it could be if you're in the metal detectors.
Let me finish. But instead of hunting metal, it actually helps you hunt apples.
Lost ones?
Yeah, lost apples. It's your apple lost stick.
If you're into that kind of thing, then you could feel appelastic while you're hunting your lost apples with your stick. That's very possible. This actually means devoted to enjoyment. So this is one that would definitely describe the viewers of the Perpendicular Universe.
Yeah.
They're devoted to enjoyment. That's why they come here.
Yes. Because we are enjoyable.
That is true.
We double pronounce the last syllables of words.
The last syllables.
The last syllables of words.
So that's all the words that I have for today. Maybe you know of some words that are just really no longer used anymore, but you just enjoy. Tell us about them in the comments.
Or maybe you just want to make some up. That's okay too.
That's what Joe does.
That's what I do all the time.
So a few more words that are not often used but should be include cahoots, aglet, fisticuffs, balderdash, and defenestration.
Aglet. See you later.
See ya.